I'm like, no. At this point, you didn't play well enough. You don't deserve to go. It doesn't matter if you win the next 3 games.
Yeah, you're just trying to back into the playoffs.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry like Christmas.
I got mud in my front
Everywhere. Come on, everybody now.
I don't know the words.
Jingle bells, you guys are gonna die. Wait. Anyways, welcome.
Foreshadowing. Chris is in a mood. I guess we're all rolling new characters. Nice.
Everyone tonight that joins us is going to experience character creation in a firsthand
live on screen.
Let me see here. One moment.
You had your moment.
I had my moment. Yeah, I'm just
no moment for you.
Meant to do that. Tune myself down a little bit. Everyone in the world can stand to hear a little less of me. That is for certain. Welcome tonight. It is our Christmas stream. A little bit of holiday festivities going on. And we are excited and ready to present some material tonight. I'm looking a little bit of a delay on myself, which is kind of strange. Nothing like the new update. All right. So I don't think anyone else has got anything going on. Oh, you guys need to fix yourself.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
No, Bob. Beep.
You can't have it auto do that. How long have you guys been doing this?
I know.
My first day.
Oh, look, he joined me. Yes. All right, Blaylock.
Wait.
And Zormir. Nope, not yet. Blaylock. And Grayson. All right.
I had one lying around.
That's 2. And as Meatloaf would say, 2 out of 4, 5 ain't bad. Butchered it. So, yeah, where we left off to hop right in to where we're at. The party met the Broken King and confirmed the fact that he was in fact a vampire, and and after a ceremonious ending of that and the new reign of the new king, they received their new special mounts and headed off to the east, riding through the forest. Nemoria, you're crackling.
Oh, I don't know what. Let me go get my headphones and see if that helps.
Okay. All right, so that's where we left off. Heading through there. Let me get some music going. All right. You ride east, passing through the dense forest structure of the Deadspokes. On occasion, seeing small animals skitter off into the distance as some of the trees post into... some of them are starting to bloom. As you ride your new creatures out that way. Finally, busting through the outskirts of the forest, you come upon open prairie. And as it's goes into nighttime, as you spent traveling most of the day away, you decide to take camp for the night as dawn begins to fall, or evening begins to fall. What would you like to do?
Upon making camp, I'm going to start drinking.
Okay. So you make up a camp. What do the rest of you want to do? You see Grayson kind of pulling out his flask and taking some hits.
Nemoria. Once we set up camp, I'm going to need your assistance. Please.
Maury, I think your mic is muted.
How's that?
There we go.
Yay! Yes, absolutely. So,
Excellent.
I'm gonna go ahead and set the HUD up too.
Yes, I would prefer if we kept this private.
No problem. We'll sneak off.
Thank you. There.
Zormir, what do you want to be doing?
I'm gonna hop off and start scoping out the surrounding area around us. See if there's anything that could potentially pose a threat.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll a perception as you look around.
Get yourself in too much trouble.
The ones is roll at 24.
Okay. You look around. It's fairly flat and clear here. You actually are elevated enough that just on the top of the horizon you see some of the Permian Ocean way far off in the distances, as the forest is now behind you, and then straight to the east, just on the edge of the horizon, you see just a barely bit of snow-capped mountains.
This is a nice change over what we've seen this far. Open sky without the canopy of trees overhead.
Yes, and sunlight tomorrow. It'll be nice.
Nice to be in real fresh air once again after spending so much time underground.
Well,
So, Blaylock, what do you want me to help you on?
I need to speak with you for a minute.
Sure. We're just gonna kind of mosey around.
A couple of minutes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of wander off away from the main camp area.
Now I'm just going to bring out what seems to be just two sacks. They look like two sacks, but they're of an elastic nature. Okay. Now, Nemoria, I'm going to do something that's potentially very dangerous. I can't go into too much detail, but what I need you to do is, once these implements disappear, I'm going to need you to make sure that I'm still breathing.
Good.
Oh, so that's what you want. Yes. No problem.
It's something I've been working on, and I'd prefer not to worry everybody, but I will need you to save my rear end if this goes awry.
Very good. You can count on me.
Now, let's take a moment. Give me a few minutes to work up the courage to pull this off. And you're gonna see me just I'm gonna just start just stretching the sacks there, and then eventually I'm gonna put it up to my mouth, and then I'm just going to mutter a word to myself, and then I'm going to in essence just inhale it.
Okay.
And you see Blaylock take these, and he puts them up there, and he begins, and all of a sudden these sacks start going into his mouth and disappearing, and his eyes kind of roll back in his head, and he falls down to the ground, and he's just laying there prone, eyes rolled back.
So I'm just gonna like go up and touch him to see if he's still breathing. Blaylock.
Doesn't look like he's breathing.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with cure wounds.
Okay.
For 7 points.
All right. And he just kind of lays there for a moment. He almost seems motionless. His tongue starts kind of pushing out the side of his mouth.
Blaylock, come on, buddy.
Dear, that had quite an effect. Well, I can breathe, but this is most unusual. How do I look?
Well, you kind of look a little different. You look like yourself, just minus, the pain that you're creating in your eyes.
Well, the modifications to my voice is a little bit I'm going to have to make an adjustment that will take time.
What was that you just did? I don't even know if I want to ask, because you're making all kinds of stuff all the time.
Well, that particular device is something that will prevent me from being succumbed to any sort of gas.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yes, I agree.
Do you know something that I don't know? Are we gonna get gassed somewhere? Or?
Well, there have been occasions where particular traps have affected us. They're of gaseous nature.
Oh, okay. I see that.
Oh dear, this voice is...
It is a little higher pitched.
Now, watch this. And then I'm going to use Gust of Wind, and then I'm going to just kind of point it at Nemoria. Brace yourself.
All of a sudden, he leans forward and opens his mouth, and it's like a windstorm coming out of his mouth, and little bits of water kind of splash into your face as the stringers kind of hang from his lips.
Zormir, that was I've had a bath. You have not. But that's a lot of air. Holy cow.
I took some that magical fan that we had. It gave me an idea of how I could integrate that. However, it came at a little bit of a cost and high risk, meaning my life. But it seems to have worked well so far.
So you're just a walking fan. That's pretty cool. Ish.
I can't use it all the time, lest I wear out the magic, and I fear what may happen if the lungs start to deteriorate. So I must use it sparingly.
Cool. So is this why you didn't want to let nobody know, because you could be laying over here dying? And
Well, I'd rather not upset Grayson in particular. He's very sensitive to people doing potentially foolish things.
you wouldn't say.
Mm.
Kind of like Zormir for the last week.
Yes, this will work.
Do you need any more healing, sir?
No, as long
Okay.
as I look okay to you.
I think you look great.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
All right. Do you need anything else, kind one?
No, not
Okay.
now.
All righty. Well, glad I could help. I'm gonna go and tend to some business.
I'll walk back to the tent.
Okay. Walk back. You see Grayson there kind of working on his whip.
I'll nod at them.
Zormir, what are you doing during this?
I'm gonna, after scoping out the area, walk over and sit next to Grayson.
Okay. He kind of gives you a side eye as you sit down beside him.
Say there, Grayson. We've clearly gotten off on the wrong foot here. We don't understand each other, get each other. I don't know how you work. I guess you don't really know how I work either. For someone who seems to care so much about their life, that was awfully bold of you, calling out a king in front of his armed guards.
I don't know what to tell you.
Suddenly, the man with all the words is speechless.
I don't think you quite realized the situation we were in back there.
I don't think you understand how harmless my little jesting was. But, like I said, we seem to not
Harmless.
understand each other.
You pretty much told me I didn't need to be part of this party anymore. Yet it seems that since I've been with this party, you have caused trouble, gone off and done whatever you want to, whenever you please, lied to these people that are your so-called friends. So who doesn't deserve to be here?
What have I been lying about?
When asked direct questions about things that have happened, I'm pretty sure you lied quite a few times.
I don't know about lie. Maybe bend the truth a little bit or not tell
That's
all
a
the
lie.
details.
That's a lie.
Nah. No harm, no foul, am I right?
No, you're not right. I offer him a swig.
I don't trust whatever you have in that thing there. Seems to be
Well,
making
for
your
me.
judgment a little cloudy.
Let's just put it this way. You pull shit like that in some place like, Castle Verminia, they're going to kill you or lock you up for the rest of your life. Believe me. Experienced. I've been there.
I'm
So
just saying, for
either
somebody who
get
is
your
so-
shit together.
Saying for somebody who's concerned about me getting the party in danger, to go out and call out a king in front of an armed guard, that seems to be a little hypocritical there, Grayson.
Vampires are evil. Vampires are pure evil. The fact
Even
that
more
he
reason
hadn't...
to tread carefully then.
You do know what I do for a living, correct? I mean, it has been brought up numerous times.
You guide us through the forest. We pay you. Keep us alive.
Monster Hunter is my trade.
Can I give him a nod?
If you don't know what you're talking about, then you need to stop talking about it or learn more about it. It was only a matter of time before he decided to turn on his people.
Do you think he would have done that? He seemed pretty nice to me.
Elves are long-lived as is. Throw in an undead elf that has done nothing but live underground, that has kept his people from going to the surface. All it takes is one bad day. I would think with your experience, you'd understand that.
I suppose I see what you're saying. He did sacrifice himself, though. He couldn't have been that bad.
Just because he wasn't that far gone does not mean that it couldn't have changed. Fortunately for us and his people, he knew what the right thing was. Obviously, by making that stake, he knew that he was at a stage where he might lose it. And this would be something that would have to have done. Somebody would have had to have done it. If not me, who?
I see your point. I guess I do have some still to learn from you, Grayson. Next time I just would appreciate if you give us a little warning ahead of time if you're potentially going to get the entire party in trouble. I'll try to do the same.
I did not plan on doing that at that time. He called me out on it. So something, he must have known something. I reach into my bag and pull out the circlet and give it back to him. Try to be a little more responsible with this.
I'll reach out my hands and kind of look wide at him, like in disbelief. Thank
Just
you.
know that what you may find a prank may end up getting us hurt, killed, arrested.
Self-control was never one of my strong suits.
I think it might be something you want to learn here in the future.
Well, Braun definitely was always better at that. The
I may
future.
go off the handle on from time to time, but I have to look out for myself as well.
I guess I do think about just myself a little bit too much, maybe. From now on, Grayson, I'm gonna ask, what would Grayson do?
Drink. Take another swig.
I'll drink to that. I'll reach out my hand.
Hand it to him.
I take a swig.
It's good.
What was that?
And I'll take the first watch.
Okay. What do the rest of you want to be doing?
I would like to go and try to bond with my mount.
Okay. So you walk up to it and Go ahead and roll an animal handling.
Of all things, I got a +5 in it. That's nice. And that blows. 10.
10?
We lost the screen share.
Yep, I know. I'm trying to fix something here. Give me one moment.
Is anybody else lagging?
Yes. What'd you get? 10? Hello?
Yeah, he got 10.
Okay. You're not.
Yeah, I got a 10.
You're not able to successfully bond with the creature, but it understands your intent.
I'm gonna try and
Shall try tomorrow.
I'm gonna try and do the same, but I'm gonna walk up with a little handful of meat in my hand and hold it out to it, offering it a snack.
It turns its nose up at it, but go ahead and roll your animal handling.
Natural 20. Holy crap.
Okay.
20 plus 1. 21. That's the first nat 20 I've gotten in a long time.
You feel this connection form between you and the creature and understand that it can understand you and you can understand it.
I'm gonna give it a hug around its leg.
And it just kind of nuzzles its nose into you.
And I'm gonna walk back to the tent.
Okay. All right. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I'm going to take this fine powder that looks mysteriously like gunpowder. I'm going to grind it up, and then I'm going to inhale it.
Okay.
What?
Okay. After I inhale it and a whole lot of coughing, that didn't work well. And I'm gonna go back to trying to keep quiet and then continue working.
Okay. And that leaves Grayson. You're taking watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Does seem to be that Zoom is the issue. So
Ramir.
Yeah, because everybody's freezing on me.
yeah.
I don't have any issues.
I don't have any issue right now.
Yeah, it's progressively work. We're gonna take a moment here and just restart our Zoom thing, and we'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna end this call, restart it, and go from there.
Beep.
Whoa, you are green.
Uh-oh. It's already working better.
Good. we need to reorganize and
Yeah.
shuffle ourselves around.
No, it's still bad. It's something on my end.
Yeah, I'm not having any issue.
Right. Rob's the only one I know of that's coming in choppy. But your video is fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I see a lag on my side.
On everybody, or
On everybody. Yep. Voice is coming in fine, but all the videos are lagged. Freaking figures.
We'll just move slower.
Yeah.
Talk slower.
Anyways, okay, you're all
I'll talk
fixed.
like Boothok.
Oh. We definitely wouldn't get much done. Stop.
All right, go ahead and roll your perception for the watch, Grayson, as you guys go to sleep.
26.
Who's taking second watch?
Don't know.
Whoever I wake up.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, nothing happened. So who's taking second watch?
I'll take second watch.
Wake up zone.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
17.
Okay. You look around and nothing really catches your eye. A couple dark shadows kind of encompass the whole area, block out the moonlight for a bit, and you look up, but you don't see anything. It's the next morning. What do you guys want to do?
I want to eat. It's breakfast. Grab something out of my pack and munch on it.
Okay. What do you got in there?
I got some Zoromir's nasty meat.
You do?
No, no, no.
Like, I'm gonna be proud.
Not even close. I just got a little bit of, jerky in here that I'd taken from the tavern.
Everyone's frozen on my screen now. Zoom is reporting issues.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not my fault for change.
Yeah, Zoom's having a lot of issues.
Okay. So what are you eating?
I'm just eating some jerky.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to go to my mount.
Okay.
So is that a 24-hour on the mount, or is that just now that we slept, we can retry
You
again?
can try again once per day.
Okay. All right, well,
So I know it didn't work.
Okay. So you try to bond with the creature, but are unable to do so.
So, am I bonded?
Yeah.
Or do I have
Yeah.
to do more work?
Nope. You're
Nope, you're done.
bonded.
Cool.
all right, I'll go ahead and try.
Okay.
And I got 24.
All right. So you feel a connection with the creature.
I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to lean under him, see if he's a he or a she. So.
It's a he.
All right. So I'm going to mind link with him since I can tell
You
him.
get kicked in the face.
Yeah, right. So what is your name? What can I call you?
1 second.
Gotcha. Caught you, didn't I?
You can't mind link with him.
No, but I can telepath, but we can talk.
Nope. It's a humanoid, I believe. Is that not what the
I
skill
remember
says?
back in the wee days of our campaign where we had someone try and talk with a creature. Didn't work out too well with him.
Derby Durgans.
I'm gonna
You
try.
form a telepathic bond with a creature. Communicate commands.
Does it say with a creature?
That's what the Tauschen. That's on the Tauschen.
No, it's... Give me 1 second. It is not a telepathic bond. Not in that capacity. Not in a speaking capacity.
Is it kind of like feelings? You can kind of feel what it's feeling, and it can feel what you're feeling.
It can be summoned. Like it knows where you are at all times. That kind of thing.
Right. Okay, I was just reading I don't know, I just kind of maybe misunderstood what it said. Because I form a telepathic bond to the creature, may communicate commands to it, as if using the sending spell.
Commands. Come, attack, sit.
Huh, fine. I want a name. I'll name him later.
Okay, you can name whatever you want.
Absolutely, I will.
Named later.
Named later.
Okay. Anyone else? What do you want to do before you head out?
Grayson.
The hell is wrong with your voice?
Is an unforeseen after effect of an infusion. Nemoria was able to help me with it. I'm working on the modulation to fix that, but there's something else I need to test. And this will not be pleasant.
For you or for me?
Likely me. Now, I'd like you to try to shove me down. Some kind of strength-like feat.
Alright. I will
Try and shove me down.
rush up to him and try to do a feet sweep.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you letting me hit you, or do I have to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Well, no, I'm saying, are you letting me hit you, or am I trying to roll to hit you?
Yeah, roll to
If you're
hit me.
just actively letting me hit you, then I don't have to roll for it.
Nope. I want you to roll to hit me. I'm gonna try and resist.
Okay. Hold on, I'm unarmed.
He breaks your leg. Dang it.
Oh, that is a 24 to hit.
Okay. And what do I have to run against that? Is that just against my AC?
Yep.
No. Okay. Well, that hit. What's a leg sweep? Was that a leg sweep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming I just fell right in my rear
Yeah.
end.
You fall prone as
Okay.
you're like out of nowhere. You didn't even hardly see him move. You just see him drop down, and then all of a sudden you see sky as the wind is kind of knocked out of you a bit.
I reach my arm down. Was something supposed to happen there?
Not yet. Oh. Okay, and then I'm going to I'm going to place my hand on my chest all the way down to my arm, and you're gonna see like an image, but an after image of something that's of a larger form of me, more muscular, but still you can. It's just like a shell. Okay. And try it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
Foot
flash
to the
of
face.
genius.
23.
And so, is that the same thing?
No, this was a foot to your face.
Oh,
I'll get a little
Okay.
more aggressive.
no. So there's no check there. Okay, well, fine. Ow. Well, that didn't have.
Laylock, if you just wanted me to beat you this morning.
Well, this is supposed to enhance my natural strength, or lack thereof, and I did not
Okay.
foresee
Would you like to
this
have
circumstance.
me grapple you instead of hit you?
Yes. Yes. Let's grapple. How do I grapple? Do I just
That's just strength on strength.
do I just grab you right here?
Sure.
Okay. Do I roll?
Strength on strength.
Yep.
Okay. Can I use Flash of Genius?
It's an ability check.
Oh. Okay.
15 for me.
All right. That's 25.
Okay. So you're trying to, Grayson goes in to kind of bear hug and grab a hold of you. And Grayson, you just feel your arms get flung back as he pushes you away and kind of pushes you back a little bit.
It worked.
Okay.
If only my father could see that. He always thought me the runt. I'll show him next time I see him. Now, about this voice. Thank you, Grayson. And you'll see him get distracted. Start looking at something. Thank you.
I think I kicked him in the head too hard as I walk away.
Maybe. So all of you mount up and ready to go?
Yep.
All right. So you head east and the Talsane take off running, galloping end over end as you see the countryside, feeling the breeze in your face, smelling the fresh air, feeling the warm sunlight on your face. Even though the air has a chill to it as it gets colder. You ride for a good portion of the day until it begins to get dark again. And it's time to camp again.
Set up the hut.
Okay.
Set up a campfire outside again.
What was that?
I'm going to set up a campfire outside again
Okay.
since it's getting colder.
So you find there's a few rocks jutting out, and you kind of set up your hut next to that, giving you some form of cover from the wind that's been that blows across the plains, and set the hut up as Grayson builds a fire.
And I'll take first watch tonight, gentlemen.
Okay.
Well, sleep on us, Lemuria.
I can take second watch.
Go in the hut and start working on my own.
All right. Roll it up.
Nope, 18.
All right. That's a success.
Oh, that is? I thought it was.
You said 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a perception, Nemoria.
20, not natural.
Okay. In the distance, you hear some sounds, some loud sounds, almost similar to some sort of mooing or something loud, just kind of moaning. But it never gets any closer to you. You don't get real concerned. Your watch passes and you wake Blaylock up.
In comes the dragon.
Is it that time already?
I'm afraid so. It's been very clear. Heard some mooing, utter sounds out there. Didn't know if maybe it was somebody you know.
Moo.
Just kidding, buddy.
Hmm.
I won't ever call you Cal.
That is most displeasing.
I know, right? That's why I said I wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna turn off the light before she actually gets into the hut with prestidigitation.
Okay. So he
Love you too, Blaylock.
puts a hand into the air and gets dark. Right. Roll up a perception.
Oh man. I'm gonna use Flash of Genius.
Of course you are.
Oh no.
11.
Looks like we're getting caught off guard.
Okay. So, as you're watching and listening, you start thinking about what you've done, and where you've been. You have a hard time just even keeping your eyes open. And your eyes close as you kind of lean against the side of the hut. And then you feel the ground shake a bit.
Oh no.
Here.
And you hear pebbles kind of falling down from the rock outcropping near you. And you start looking, and something doesn't look like the rest of the rocks there.
Can I go wake the party?
And one of the rocks looks very smooth and rounded.
Prestidigitation to make a loud noise.
And the rest of you feel this too. Like you're all awake by this noise. And as you hit that time where the hut starts fading away, you kind of look around, and Blaylock's eyes are red from him falling asleep, and you look, and there surrounding you are these large four-legged creatures, and they're looking at you, stomping their feet. I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Blaylock!
I didn't see them.
Why?
Let me
11 for Blaylock.
give me 1 second. Let me get you where you need to be here.
Oh,
Been
no,
a long
it's
time
Horsebreath
since
and
you've
his
seen
clan.
this screen.
Wow.
It has
Wow.
been.
What is,
What the heck are we looking at?
What in blue blazes is that?
Oh shit, more dinosaurs.
Oh, the rhinos.
Sorry about how they look. It's the tools I have. Okay. All right. Blaylock, what'd you have?
11.
Okay. Zoramir.
29.
Jesus.
man. That's,
No, Nemoria.
I got a rock. 7.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it's
Grayson.
not.
20.
Okay. All right, Zoramir, you're up.
Are they okay? Yeah. I am just gonna charge at it with Venom Strike drawn and take a slash at the western one.
Okay. Okay, you can get right there.
I am not going to charge up and take a slash at it. I'm gonna look menacing at it.
You can use a bonus action if you want to get closer to do your dash or whatever.
No, because I would want to get away from it.
Okay.
What would Grayson do in this moment?
Drink!
I'm gonna take my crossbow and shoot it at it.
Okay.
That's 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Wow. For 12 points of damage.
All right. It cries out as the arrow sinks into its flesh.
Is it a motorcycle?
Maybe. Grayson, you are up.
I can't see the grid.
Yeah, the
How far away is it from me?
as the crow flies, 50 and 50 and 40.
Okay, I will. Well, let me see. I'm gonna move up just next to Zoramir.
Okay.
And I will ready an attack action if it gets within range.
Okay. Blaylock, you are up. Don't say it.
What?
I said don't
Say
say.
what?
I don't know. We'll see. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Well, these creatures look large to me, so that would have no effect. Okay. I'm going to look at Grayson, and I'm going to shoot him.
What?
But what comes out of the gun will wrap itself around him, and then and you'll feel yourself become like everything to become quick to the you'll be feel yourself be a lot quicker, and you get haste.
All right. So you pull up your pistol, take a fire at Grayson, and a small dart goes out. Grayson, you feel a small prick in your back and kind of look back at Blaylock. But as you do, you just feel this adrenaline fill your body. And your heart begins racing, and the blood fills behind your eyes, and you just feel super attentive, and every movement seems quicker than it should be as you moving your hands and spin back around and kind of set your feet down toward this creature.
So your speed is doubled. You have +2 to AC, and an advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns.
Holy cow!
Nice.
The creature charges forward at you,
And eats you. Well, that was a waste.
and you need to make a. Well, you're holding your action till he got within range.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and perform your action.
So does the haste work this turn now? Since
It would, because
Yes.
okay. All right, that is a 18 to hit.
that would hit.
Okay. That is 13 with the whip.
Okay.
My next attack is going to be an unarmed. Natural 19, so that is a crit. Haven't used the cards in a while.
Yeah.
Let's get it out.
There is a second Zormir that shouldn't be here. It's not there
Yeah.
on my. It's not there on my screen, but it's there on. It's an account thing. I even
Just
restarted.
can't get us Zormir.
Is double damage. So that is 12 with my unarmed attack.
Okay.
That also brings my AC up another 2, so now my AC is 24.
Okay.
I'm going to use the whip for my second action. That is 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
11 damage. And my second attack on that will be another whip one. Dirty 20 for 13.
All right. Is that it?
That is it for my turn.
Okay.
And the AC is now 23.
So as it charges up, you see Grayson take the whip out, and it pops as it tears into the flesh of the creature. As it continues running forward, he jumps up in the air, gives it a punch as he takes another whip at it. And Grayson, you need to make a strength saving throw.
19.
Okay. You're able to dodge out of the way as it charges forward. And then it is going to take a attack on you. And it misses. Next one's going to go. It charges forward. Nemoria, you need to make a strength saving throw.
12.
Okay. You are knocked prone as it charges forward and slams into you with its massive cranial appendage there. And while you are down, it rears up and comes down on you.
1 point of damage.
And it hits.
No whammies.
Give me 1 second, guys.
For 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
And then it makes another attack against you. Natural 20. It is piercing damage. Uh-oh. We lost Grayson.
He said he'd be gone for a second.
Okay. So, okay. I'll go ahead and
Was I supposed to take more damage? Did
Yeah.
you say he's going to attack again?
It was a natural 20. The second one...
Oh, okay. You're waiting on.
Yeah. Second one runs up. We'll go ahead and we'll calculate that when he gets back. And he is going to stomp on you also. He also hits with the stomp. And hits with the gore. There was a nat 20, Mike.
Okay. Oh, shit. That's piercing.
Yes.
Make a DC
yeah.
Make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, take 1d6 damage at the beginning of your turn for the next 1d6 rounds. Internal bleeding.
Okay. It is for the next 4 rounds, so go ahead and make your save.
16.
So no internal bleeding.
No internal bleeding.
All right. So let's go ahead and deal up the damage here. So 17 points of piercing damage as it takes its horns and thrusts them into you. And then the other one that came up to you. Oops, wrong dice.
Yeah, I got to get the bigger dice out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
26 points of bludgeoning damage as it rears up and stomps on you and crushing you. Hear the chest piece bend in as you feel the full weight of this massive creature pushing down on your chest. And then it takes its horns and bends down. And that was a hit also. For 25 points of piercing damage.
At this point, I'm screaming, and then all of a sudden I go silent.
All right, Nemoria, you are up. Are you incapacitated? Okay. Go ahead and make a
I'm dead.
death saving throw.
They're not dead yet.
That one.
I haven't done this in a long time. Roll a d20.
Yep.
D20 plus 0.
Plus 0, yeah. 10.
That is a save.
Oh,
Are you serious?
That's as close as you can get.
Wow.
All right. Zormir, you're up.
all right, I am gonna take another swing with my venom strike at the one right in front of me.
Okay.
That is 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Oh, that's 6 points of damage plus
Plus sneak
sneak
attack.
I do get right, which I'm up to 5 dice for this. 18 plus 6 is 24 total points.
Okay. All right. As you thrust the rapier into the creature, pushing it deep and then pulling it back out.
And then I'm going to take a couple steps back as I psychically damage the one to the north of Nemoria.
Okay. How many steps back?
Let's go 15 feet back. Yeah, that's fine.
That would be 15.
And then I'm going to damage the other one for 12 points.
Okay. The one that you stabbed does get an opportunity attack. And that is a hit.
I forgot how to combat.
Right? I know, man. It's...
For 27 points of piercing damage. As you begin to
Dear
step
Lord.
back, it takes its massive horn and slices it across your chest.
Thank God I can have that.
All right. Grayson.
All right, I will attack the one in front of me again. That is 18 to hit.
Okay. That hits for sure.
12 damage.
All right.
Unarmed attack. And that's over 20, so that hits. For 8 damage.
Okay.
That takes my AC up to 21. I will take my second attack with the whip. For 21 to hit. For 12 damage. Another swing with the whip. Over 20. For 8 damage.
Okay. You whip into the creature and you feel the flesh, the head of the whip getting caught in, and it rips the flesh from it. And as you whip again, it surrounds behind the head plate and starts wrapping around the neck. It gets tight, and as you do, you give it a pull, and as you're pulling, you push your fist forward into its eye, and it plunges through the eye socket of the creature, and you just feel for whatever you can grab and rip it free, and you're standing there holding a massive eye from the creature. It takes a couple steps, and it collapses to the ground. All right, Blaylock, you are up. Nemoria, you've just watched her just get pummeled by this creature.
Yep. All right. Now, are those rocks behind me?
Those are rocks.
Okay. Now, if I cast a spell that's non-concentration on Nemoria, will I break concentration on Grayson?
No.
Okay. And you said those are rocks behind me?
Those are rocks behind you.
Where is this going?
I know.
Okay. Well, now, confirmation, I cannot...
They
blink
are rocks.
Yes. I cannot blink into the ethereal plane and still maintain concentration on Grayson.
I wouldn't think so.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, because right now I'm kind of surrounded by a whole bunch of baddies.
The rocks behind you aren't tall rocks, but it would be difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. All right, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna take the spike, and then I'm going to jam it into Nemoria, and cast Cure Wounds. So I'll be channeling a spell into her. 3d8 plus 5. That's level 3 Cure Wounds.
Okay. Roll up the healing from that.
Yeah. Healing is hard. Especially when your D8 took a
Healing was that.
hiatus. Heal for 19, Nemoria. You good, Nemoria?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to start climbing up the rocks.
Okay.
Okay. So I just want to try and move to the southwest as far as I can. I'm trying to, thank you.
Okay.
And, yep, beautiful. I just still want to maintain concentration on Grayson. That's the important part.
All right.
Okay. And I think that is all I can do. Because that's an action to bring on a cannon. Yep, that's it. Done.
All right. The one that's had its mind filled with visions turns and sees a little halfling standing there and turns to attack. And that's a hit.
Wait, which Zoromir is it attacking?
Hush you.
Again, a lot of dice rolling.
Yep.
For 23 points of piercing damage. And Nemoria, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The other one raises up, seeing you there with its hands.
Oh, the biggie.
It does hit. Where's that dice? Not that one, that one.
Want the D4. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
This is hilarious. For 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right on. And I'm
So-
down.
Okay. It then moves forward toward Zormir. And takes an attack. And that would hit.
What is the attack on these things?
I told you guys,
Yes,
as you get up there, the modifier is way higher.
See, I'm still wondering how we got attacked like this.
Somebody
Hey, luck.
do what they were
That's you.
supposed to.
Yeah.
For 27 points of piercing damage.
Dear Jesus.
Nemoria, make a death saving throw.
Hang on just a second. All right. Yes! I'm awesome. 7.
That is one failure. Grayson. Or Zormir, you are up.
Panting a little bit. I'm gonna take my rapier again and stab into the one, the southern one.
Okay.
16.
That would hit.
For 7 points, and I don't get sneak attack, right?
Do not.
Yep, for 7 points. And then I'm going to, after I bury that into him, I'm going to rip out the dagger from the other end and go for another stab.
Okay.
13.
That hits.
These are some stupid animals.
They're not wearing plate mail. It looks like they are, but they're not.
Oh, okay.
It's the only model I had for them.
Looks like we're playing Zelda.
I know, it's like Dino Riders.
So I don't get a. It's just a straight roll for the dagger,
Yep.
right?
Yep, you don't get to add your bonus to it or anything.
For 3 points.
Okay.
And I'm going to back up as far as I can away from them.
All right. It does get an attack of opportunity.
Jeez.
Yes, okay.
I figured you would have learned the first time.
Oh, I forgot again.
And that's as far as you can get away from it.
Oh, it's a bonus action to do that.
Definitely
Anyway.
hits.
Well, now we're 2 down.
For 30
By my
points of piercing
calculation.
damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
It's like, that's 21 more than points you got then, isn't it?
I am down. Oh gosh, why didn't I learn?
All right.
Does it feel like I'm not wearing armor? Ugh.
Grayson, you are up.
All right. I am going to rush up to the one in the north.
Okay.
First attack, whip. 21. That is for 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, unarmed, is in that one.
Uh-oh. Grayson's hand falls off.
All right, took it out of you. Your next attack is minimum damage.
Oh,
At least it's on a bonus attack.
Okay. Over 20. So minimum damage for that would be 10.
Okay.
So it's not horrible. And then second attack with the whip. Over 20. For 12.
all right. As the chain whips out, tearing pieces of it off, it definitely turns its attention toward you. Blaylock.
Yeah.
You're up.
Am I to gather from that the northern dino is pretty injured, and the southern one is still looking pretty good?
Give me a quick perception check. That's how we're going to start doing this.
Beautiful. Perception. 12.
The northern one looks more hurt than the southern one, but
Okay.
it's hard to tell by how much.
Yep, that's fine. I'm going to draw my attention towards the southern one, and I'm going to point my staff at it.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Eldritch Blast. 6 charges.
Okay. So for Eldritch Blast, what's that put? It's
1d10. So it's a 6d10.
Dang.
Wow.
Let me see.
Go big or go home.
If I-
Leo, I need you.
There you go. Okay, you can only go up to four beams.
4 beams? Alright,
Yep.
I just want to max it out.
You have to roll for each one. So that's
Okay,
4
that's
charges
fine.
from the staff, and they're 1d10 damage each. But there's 4 of them that go out.
Alright, I'm just gonna do the D20 and the D10 at once, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so first one, that's my plus my spell attack, right?
Yep.
Spell attack is insane. Where are you? Excuse me. Oh, there you are. So that's 24.
That hits.
for 7 points of damage.
All right. Second beam.
That's 25 for 2 points of damage.
Okay. Third beam.
That's 20, not natural, for 6 points of damage.
All right.
And fourth, that's 27 for 7 points of damage.
All right. You see Blaylock take his staff and points it toward the creature, and all of a sudden these inky black and purple tendrils and swirl into the air and slam into the creature, and you see its blood vessels start bursting as its flesh rips open from the inside. It's going to move forward and attack you. And it does miss. And Grayson, that was going to attack you. Natural 1.
Ooh.
Of course.
Well, when they
That
knocked
was the
you
most
prone,
too.
when they knocked
Yeah.
you prone, it's advantage on the attack. That's what
Oh,
hurt
absolutely.
you.
You deal half damage on your next attack.
Okay.
Pulled muscle.
You see it raise up to gore you, and all of a sudden it's like, and it kind of stumbles to the side a bit. Nemoria,
Okay.
I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh, I bet you do.
Don't you dare fail. No nat ones.
Are you freaking kid? 7.
That is a second failure. That is 2 failures.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oof.
Zormir, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Remember your
Hard.
That is a failure.
4.
This is not how this is supposed to go.
No. Chris has all the good dice tonight.
Oh, I've had a lot of advantage tonight because you're you're down.
Yeah.
Grayson, you are up.
All right. Whip attack.
Hey, okay.
That is over 20. Cocked. Alright. That is 12 to hit. Or not, 12 damage with the whip.
Okay.
Second attack, unarmed. Over 20. For 6 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, or second action, 2 attacks with the whip. 11.
That's
hit.
that's a miss.
Okay. Second attack, over 20. For 10.
Okay.
AC is at 21 currently.
Blaylock, you are up.
Yep. Big angry dino in front of me.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take my staff and then shove it right in its doggone eyeball with a shocking grasp.
Okay.
It's 15.
That hits.
Okay. And I was worried about that one. Uh, 8 points of damage.
All right. Creature's turn. One is, what was it? Minimum damage
Yes.
Is this the one? Is this the north one to go in, or
The north
south
one's going to
one
go right
first?
now.
All right.
No, half damage. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, it was a natural 20.
Okay. Drop what you're holding. The GM decides which hand we're determined randomly. Well, I'm only holding a whip, so.
So he deals his damage, but it's half. So he hits you for 7 points of piercing damage. Or, sorry, 10 points of piercing.
71.
10 points of piercing damage, not 71. No. Now the southern one's going to go. Blaylock.
Okay, I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay. He misses.
Okay.
And Nemoria, I need you to make a death saving throw.
All right. It was nice knowing you guys. 2.
All right. That is 3 failures. Zormir, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Natural 20.
Good
All
job.
right. You actually, your eyes open. You're looking up at the sky. You have 1 hit point. Grayson, you're up.
Okay. So how are we doing this? I'm going to pick up my whip. Is that an action? Bonus action?
I would say that's a bonus action.
All right. First attack. 18 to hit with the whip. That is 13 damage. Second attack was a miss. That is 11 again. Second action would be 2 attacks with the whip. Natural 19. Crit. Double damage. For 20 damage.
Okay.
Second attack on the second action. 14
That hits.
for 13.
All right. You start whipping into it, and you notice the whip goes inside the body, and it wraps around the rib, and you pull the whip, and you just hear a big popping, snapping sound as the rib breaks free and lands on the ground. And blood and entrails begin spurting out the side of the creature. It falls down.
As I see that happen, I'm going to reach out my free hand and summon the soul of that creature to appear in my hand in the form of a trinket.
Okay. Just as you hold it out.
See this?
Make a perception check.
13.
Not really. You're up on the rock. You got this big thing beside you. He's down there. Turn toward it.
Okay. Have your secrets.
He's got a lot of them.
All right. Well, this is Blaylock's turn. You can't do that on. Wait, did I say it was your turn?
You
No.
haven't said it's my turn yet.
No, it was me. I just killed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Zormir asked if he could do that when he saw the creature go down.
Is that? Does it specify an action for that? Or just-
It's a reaction.
Okay. Yep. You're good.
Nice.
Blaylock, it's your turn.
Nice. All right. Note to self: get more touch spells. Okay. That's right. Chill touch is not a touch spell, even though it says it's touch. All range. All right. Well, I'm going to jab my staff in the other socket for lightning, for shocking grasp.
Okay.
That is 23.
That hits.
Okay. $14 points of damage.
Okay. Creature's going to attack you.
I'll use shield.
It was a natural 20.
Oh no.
I take back my statement that I use shield.
Mhm.
Oh no.
This is a piercing.
Yes.
Pinned. The attack pins your foot to the ground. Make a DC 12 strength check to free yourself, taking an additional 1d4 damage with each failed attempt.
Okay. You take 24 points of piercing damage as it rams its horn down into your foot and it shoves it under some rocks there. Zormir, you are up.
Kind of gathering myself and reach and grab my rapier again, and I'm gonna wearily reach it up and bring it into the side of this creature.
You're gonna stand up.
You do have to stand up.
Oh. What is that?
That's half your
assume? Is
movement
that an
speed.
action?
Just half your movement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I will stand up
Okay. Pierce it in.
as I'm doing it. What was that?
Yeah, just a kind of a plunging motion as you're coming up.
Yes. Ooh, it is 27 to hit.
That would hit. You do get sneak attack.
Indeed. Okay, so that's 10 points plus. Oh, jeez. 28 total points.
Nice.
Okay. 28. All right. What else?
So after I plunge my rapier into it, I am going to cunningly disengage so it doesn't get attack of opportunity and move as far away from this thing as I can.
Okay. Grayson, you are up.
Right. I am going to run up to where Zormir was. Actually, I don't need to, do I? I could stay.
Nope.
I can stay where I'm at. I'm still within range. Well,
Yep.
not for unarmed strike. Never mind.
Okay.
All right. First attack. 15.
That
That's
hits.
with the whip. For 13 damage. Second attack. 18. 4. 9 damage with the unarmed strike. Okay. Okay, second attack, or second action is going to be 2 attacks with the whip. 11 misses. 16. That is for 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get its attention on me. Like, actively.
All right.
This way, you son of a bitch!
It's looking back and forth between Blaylock and Grayson.
Ow,
Blaylock,
ow, ow,
you're up.
Ow. Every time it moves with a stupid horn, I'm like, ow. What do I need to do? And when do I need to do the strength check?
You can do it right now as your action to.
DC
Oh, I have to do
12
it as an
strength.
action to get unpinned?
Yeah.
What's the damage?
DC 12 strength check.
Yeah.
I know, but what's the damage if I...
1d4 if you fail your attempt to remove.
Oh, okay. I'm going to shove my staff right in its doggone eyeball again.
Okay.
We're just going to keep doing it. That one.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
no.
We're using that as magic.
Huh.
Is this supposed to be a party white fight?
No.
What you said? What spell were you using?
Striking Grasp.
Okay, this doesn't count then.
You electrocute yourself and crap your pants.
Ooh.
Yeah. Shocking. If this attack deals lightning damage, you suffer an unpleasant shock when you touch metal objects for 1d4 days.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not horrible.
No.
Everything he does is dealing with metal, though.
That
That's his-
staff is done.
1d4 damage, right?
1d4 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
how much
1d
damage?
So,
You don't take any damage. You just
Oh.
get shocked.
Alright,
Oh,
but that's still
But it's for 1d4 days.
it's for the next 4 days, is what I rolled.
nice. Alright.
Okay, that's it there, right?
Yep, that's the, well, I can't take an action and relieve my foot from its horn, so no.
All right, Grayson, go ahead and make a persuasion check to see if you got its attention.
Straight up 8.
Okay, so it's a randomizer. It does go to you. So he's going to make an attack against you,
Ow, 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 ow.
and it misses. Grayson, you're up.
When's it my turn?
December 28th.
Bleed a little more.
26 to hit with the whip for 11 damage. 25 with unarmed strike for 8 damage. Second action, 2 whip attacks. Natural 19. Dude, that was the smartest thing I ever fucking did.
Okay, he's gone.
Okay.
He only had 5 hit points left. So this one wraps around the cranial piece, and you start pulling it toward you. And as you do, you run around the other side and kind of use it to wing yourself up onto its back. And as you do, you remove the short sword from your pack, and you just ram it down through the back of its head. Blaylock, you just see a blade come out the front in between the 2 horns, just, and you withdraw the short sword, stick it back in your pack, kind of loosen up the whip as the creature, and as it falls on top of the egg that was there that you were camped next to, and it just crushes everything as combat.
Somebody check on Nemoria.
Stop. Stop. Zormir. Catch Grayson.
I'm fine. Check on Nemoria.
And then I break concentration on him.
Right immediately after the creature died, I was gonna hold out my hand again and gather that creature's soul as a trinket.
Okay.
What about Grayson?
Catch him.
Oh, look, he's gonna crush me.
I'm not falling.
Grayson, you just feel exhausted all of a sudden, just drain, and you kind of drop to your knees, and you're breathing heavy.
Give him some time. This spell has a nasty after effect. Quite powerful, but
Worry about me. How are you? Are you still pinned?
and I'll try and unpin myself.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Okay, you free your foot. You pull it out of the rubble. It's bleeding, but and it hurts.
How is Nemoria? I haven't seen her.
Nemoria!
You hear nothing.
I'm gonna look around and see if I see where she is, and if I spot her, run over.
You run over to her.
No. Nemoria, wake up! They're dead.
You see her head turn to the
Start shaking
side.
her.
She's unresponsive. The chest plate caved inward. Massive puncture holes in the plate itself. Blood everywhere.
Nemoria, now's not a time to take a nap. But Blaylock, get over here. Grayson.
I roll off of
coming.
the creature, and I'm gonna do a medicine check.
Okay.
$19.
You walk over to Nemoria, and you start looking over. Place your hand on her neck. You feel no pulse. You check for signs of breathing. There's no movement.
Grayson?
The Talsahane comes over and starts nudging Nemoria with its nose, pushing her, trying to wake her. Nothing.
Does she actually bond with her Telsahane too?
Yeah, she did that morning,
Oof.
or the morning of the second travel.
Yeah.
And you see the Talsahane drop down to its knees and lay down beside her, resting its head on her legs. Its eyes begin to water. Grayson, it's obvious to you. Her spirit is no longer with us.
She didn't make it.
What do you mean she didn't make it?
That's
Her wounds are just
impossible.
too bad, too severe. We need to make it to Breckensfjord. Maybe.
Ishtab, can you hear us? Blaylock, Grayson, anybody know how to talk to Ishtab? Ishtab has to be able to help us.
None of us have that ability.
Seems
I mean,
if
Granted, you could probably speak to him, but doesn't mean he's listening to you. I start You had a cape on, right?
Yeah, cape of billowing.
That's what you had on, or did she have it on her? I don't know who had it.
I had it.
So I take. Didn't Amoria have a cape? Wasn't that part of her armor?
I don't think so.
Or no?
No,
No.
I never had one.
Oh, okay. Blaylock,
Mm.
you mind handing that cape over?
Of course. And then I'll unclasp the cape and then hand it to her. Hand it to him.
And in Harker tradition, I start wrapping the body with the cape and kind of intertwine it with the shield.
Okay. You
Then I
take it
place
and
her
wrap it all up.
on the back of her steed.
You set her up there and secure her to the back.
This can't be happening.
Uh,
I don't understand.
We just so much. Is there a chance of the people of Breckensfjord to help her?
okay, so my religious background, would I know that she has a chance if we get there within so many days?
I mean, you would be aware of there are spells that are out there that could bring her back. Are quite expensive. But I would say you wouldn't know the time frame.
Okay. All we can do is make it to the city. Is that the closest thing we're to right now? I'm assuming. Yeah, there's nothing else out here.
Yeah, there's nothing out there.
Yep. Do we know how far it is to the city?
It's still pretty far out. From what you can tell from seeing the mountains in the distance.
Well, we can give her a proper burial out here, or we can take her with us. But there's no guarantees.
Hmm.
I guess I should have discussed that before I put her in the mount. Sorry.
Well, is there... It's worth a shot.
I have to try something, but this can't keep happening. First Albron and now Nemoria.
Grayson, I think Breckensfjord is too far.
I would agree. We're nowhere even close. Even if we rode without stopping, we'd just be wearing ourselves out.
And
we've already got one that has taken quite a beating, pointing to Zoramir. How does Blaylock look?
Blaylock's not too bad. Is there a body of water by here?
No, it's pretty open plains. A few
Not
trees.
like a small pond or a lake or anything.
No.
All right.
Oh,
Let's.
I mean, you're probably close to a day's ride if you wanted to head to the ocean itself.
Grayson, let's try and bury her in the ocean or send her off there.
It's a straight, north.
Yeah.
North travel. Let's do it.
Bring her back with her god.
I will say, not pointing out blame. This is why we have to be more responsible. Zoramir. This is what I was talking about.
Just kind of nodded at him. Never wanted it to come to this.
Let's make haste and head and get her, take care of her as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna. Where is Nemoria's body?
On a horse.
Wrapped up and on top of her steed.
On top of her mount. Yep.
I'm gonna go kneel next to the horse, and try my best as respectfully as possible to try and mimic the prayers that I've seen Nemoria do while we're holed up in the with the elves while Nemoria and I were staying in the same bedroom.
Okay.
What
do you want to? What do you want to say?
Ishtab, if you can hear me, Nemoria loved you, was a devout follower of yours. We wanted to just spread your word as wide and far and as faithfully and energetically as she could. If you can hear me, if you have any care, can you just come to us and help Nemoria? Bring her, even if you show her into the proper afterlife. Anything, show us a sign that you can hear me. Okay, take a step back.
All right.
I'm gonna try and go up to Nemoria's mount and try and put my head or my hand on her neck or its neck.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a positive or a negative response?
It doesn't really respond to you at all.
Okay. Well, Grayson, do you suppose we can lead Nemoria's mount?
Sure.
Let's try. If we can't, then best if we bury her here.
I will get on mine and see if I can wrangle her steed.
Knowing what you saw, they're kind of herd-like animals anyways, so you would assume that it would follow.
Zoramir.
Good luck.
Come here.
I'll walk over.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, level next. Yeah, level 2. So 20 points of healing.
Oh, thank you, Blaylock.
We need you stable before we make this trek. This will be difficult.
I'll kind of hold my arm and my body still clearly very much hurting, but feeling a little bit better.
Are we ready?
I suppose.
I swing around and try to get her steed moving with me.
I'll follow behind Nemoria's steed.
And it follows.
pull my rope ladder down and mount my steed.
Climb on top, and as one unit,
Take off and leave Zormir behind.
you rush forward, heading north toward the ocean. You get there just as the sun begins to set. The waves gently crash against the shore. The rays of the sun reflect off the ocean, giving an orange hue to the sky. The distance, you hear the call of seagulls as you pull up beside the ocean.
I take her off of her mount. Let's, is there like, since we're close to the forest, is there something we can try to fashion like a floating raft?
There's some debris on the beach that you could use to put something together, yeah.
Blaylock, you're the engineer.
I'll take care of the raft. You take care of Nemoria's belongings.
When I start slowly unwrapping, I place the cloak on one side. I pick up, I dislodge the belt. Place it on top of the cloak.
Leave Ishtab's medallion.
I start going through her sack.
I'll begin gathering up any kind of large sticks that I can pick and then start fashioning a raft.
Okay.
I'll help Blaylock making the raft.
Rob, if you just want to send me all your stuff in the
Yeah, well,
Discord.
Okay.
So pretty much I'm getting her ready. So when the raft's ready, we can put her on it. I'm going to leave the weapon and shield.
okay. So you fashion a makeshift raft together as the finest you can, using rope and things that you have available there. And you lie Nemoria down.
Do we still have her original armor, or did she sell that?
I think she sold
Sold it.
Okay.
You lay her down and place her arms across her chest, holding the warhammer, covering it up all with a shield. Move the raft close to the water, ready to push it out.
Any final words?
I may have been
What a bitch.
an asshole. I may have been an asshole. But I was only trying to make you stronger, better. This is not the way you should have gone. And I walk away.
Walk up. This is not where your journey was supposed to end, Nemoria. You brought me back from life. I wish I could do the same for you right now. You're such a good friend and ally in combat and at the drinking table. I'll always remember the good times that we have spent together, even if your unconventional Ishtab made for some interesting moments. Go along into this dark night. Rest easy. And I'll walk away.
Blaylock, you stand there.
You were a good friend, Nemoria. I We did have our fun together playing pranks. And I will never forget the time we've spent together. Though I did not understand your gods, and I still don't. Rest easy with them. And then I start to chant again.
I'm gonna walk up behind Blaylock and wrap my arms around his waist.
Thank you, friend. Then I'm gonna take a deep breath and then use a gust of wind to blow the raft into the sea.
As gentle and as forceful as you can, you kneel down at the back of the raft. You see the raft ease forward. You continue blowing as it drifts out to sea as the sun is setting. As the sun slowly fades in the distance, you see the raft go farther out to sea.
Put
You
my
all-
hand on Zoromir's shoulder.
The three of you stand and watch your compatriot, your friend, drift deeper and deeper until the blackness of night. She disappears from your vision. And you're standing there as the moon rises and Nemoria can be seen no more.
So much loss in such a short time.
I wipe my
Show you.
tears away on
Oh,
Blaylock's
God.
garments.
Anything can take us.
I overexerted myself with the infusions, and exhaustion overtook me on watch. I should have been more attentive.
Lesson to be learned.
This is a hard lesson.
I would agree.
And the Tausa hen that bore Nemoria walks up and with a deep bow to the ocean, it runs off to the west to return to the forest. With its bond broken.
I go and collect some kindling and go to start a fire.
Let's set up camp. It'd be strange without our hut.
Still on.
You gather some scraps and build a fire, and for the first time in a long time, outside of Blaylock, you sleep out under the stars.
It's cold, man.
The breeze from the ocean cools you, it gives a chill.
I'm gonna command my Telsen to lay down, and I'm gonna nestle up into it.
You snuggle your way up into the haunches. It's quite larger than you. There's plenty there to keep you warm as you pull what blankets you have up into it. Stare off into the sky.
Watching Zoramir walk off. I pull up the flask. Don't beat yourself up, Blaylock. It could have happened to any of us. I hand him the flask.
I'll happily drink. Thank you for your words, but I must do better. This is unacceptable.
We must all do better. I'm just staring up at the stars. I had this conversation with Zoramir not but a night ago. Even the slightest prank. Anything could happen.
The consequences of our action are quite dire.
Lately they have been. Not sure if it is fate. Not sure it is a curse. It's not been an easy month for any of us.
Hasn't. Here, I have an idea. And I'm going to use my spell restoring ring to restore a 3rd level slot. And then I'm going to take some of my my implements to fashion a tiny servant from it. And Grayson, this will stay active for 8 hours, and it will assist us in keeping watch. I think this might work.
Bzz.
Better.
Yeah, you do
wait.
get shocked from.
Bzz.
Ow.
Is that static in your fur?
It's something. It's a problem after my staff failed. I will have to work with Leo on its source.
I take a swig.
Let's let Zoramir sleep. I will take second watch if you will take first. Zoramir, get some rest. You look haggard.
I am in much pain, friend. Nor are there ways than one. Yeah. So I'll kind of lay there stroking my Telsa hen, and I'll kind of look up at its face into its eyes. I didn't know at first what I was going to call you, but I think I'm going to name you after 2 of the bravest people I have known in my life. I'm going to call you Albron Nemoria Ketzlar. Keep stroking it and lean back into it.
My heart.
My feels. You hit me right in the feels.
Yeah. And it takes its head and.
Except for Grovile. No love for Grovile.
It takes its head
There's
and
nothing left of him.
and lays it across your lap, nuzzling into you, tucking you in the best it can, and falls asleep on top of you. Grayson, you watch the night sky, taking a drink from time to time, thinking of where you've been and where you need to go. The time seems like it passes like an eternity. You wake Blaylock up and fall to sleep. Blaylock, you stare and try your best to pay attention.
Yep. Whenever I feel like I'm getting drowsy, I'll just touch something metal.
Okay. And think about the losses you've incurred. So close together these last two. Seems like it's been such a journey. In your mind, you wonder, is this really worth it? But you quickly dash that thought aside, knowing that if you don't complete the mission that Nemoria was on, to rebuild the blade, to end evil, and many more deaths just like this of innocence. You see the sun rise, feel its warmth on your face as bits of snow begin to drift down in the morning. You wake the party up.
It is time, friends. Zoramir, you have grown quite the bond with your steed. I will have to dedicate some time to this.
Never felt a connection to a creature quite like this before, Blaylock. It's special. It came at a dare I say a good moment to help handle the feelings of what happened yesterday.
Does it help?
It has a comforting effect to an extent.
There's a hole right here, and he'll point at his chest. I don't think I can fill it with anything.
I'm looking for a physical hole.
It's a metaphor since Nemoria left us. I will try this bond and see if it helps me cope.
Oh, yes, I recommend it.
I'm gonna go over to my mount and start stroking its fur, and then
Okay.
try and bond with it.
All right, roll it up.
10.
10? No.
Yep, 10. I don't feel what you're feeling, but other than fur.
Be diligent,
fur.
Blaylock. Keep at it. You will know when you have made a connection.
Maybe she's angry because I haven't done it earlier.
These things are defective. I grumble.
Well, should we continue east?
I suppose we should continue on our journey.
So you head off, distancing yourself from the coast a bit as you head in the southeast toward Breckensfjord. Riding into the evening again. Knowing you're pretty close, you figure you're probably about a day's journey out. And as you crest the top of a hill, you see a small group of tents with a fire lit in the distance, you can hear some laughing. You can hear music being played as night begins to set in.
Grayson, what do you make of this gathering?
Did it look like just a makeshift camp?
Yeah.
Well, from the sounds of it, it looks like they're enjoying the warmth that we don't have right now.
And Grayson, you've seen gypsy camps like this pop up all the time, so it's nothing uncommon to you.
I look at Zormir. Let's try to be on our best behavior. Maybe they'll invite us in for the night. And I start heading towards it.
Okay. Are you, the rest of you, following?
I'll take up the rear,
Okay.
knowing how my image would seem coming at night.
And you approach into the camp. As you get closer and closer, you hear the music kind of stop as they look your direction. And you're a
Greetings,
little...
fellow travelers.
And as you say that, a massive furred, horned head raises up. Hello! And as you look around, everyone you see is a minotaur.
Ooh.
Well, you don't see this very often. Not here in Breckensfjord.
Welcome, travelers.
But
You have
Blaylock,
some-
they all look like you.
Yes.
You have some spare time and refreshment for fellow travelers?
Of course, of course.
And I'll pull up I'll make my way visible in front of them. Oh, this is interesting.
Well, hello, brother.
Brother,
Come
do I
warm yourself by the fire.
Do I recognize them?
There's nothing really.
Okay, I don't know if they have any kind of like there's
There's no
tribal
special markings or anything.
Yeah. Yes, I think I will join you.
It's not often I see our kind out here.
Yes, it is. It is good to see others who have broken away and have gone on their own.
Yes. My name is Blaylock Jastinson.
And I am Blaylock Jeffrey Rayburn.
What? Well, that's quite a coincidence.
I agree. I did not realize our name was so common.
I didn't think so either.
Interesting. You'll have to tell me more about where you hail from.
Absolutely, but first, it looks like you are all weary from travel. Come, sit by the fire. Enjoy a tune. Enjoy some food.
Ah,
This is much appreciated.
And they kind of sit down, and a few small children kind of run over and look at you. And Zormir and Grayson, you kind of get the same kind of treatment that Blaylock gets everywhere else here. So there's an air of curiosity seeing those that are unlike them there. As they bring out a haunch of meat and some ale. Apologize for the brew. We're still learning the fine techniques of good ale.
I might have something right up your alley.
I hope so.
I pull out the recipe that we got in the
Okay.
temple. I'm a fine drinker of the arts that you're trying to do, but making it, not so much. I did come across these, though. I hand
Oh.
over the-
He takes a look at it, and you see him kind of turning it to the side a little bit. Quite difficult.
Maybe.
But
Or at least it's a start.
we could definitely give it a try. It's not really our specialty. Our specialty is music.
I look at Blaylock. I've never seen you play music, Blaylock.
Didn't like music.
Well, we came here because of music. We were originally descended from a place far away. You're probably not aware of it. The Two Rivers tribe. It was quite a distance from here, and
Two Rivers. I am from the Two Rivers.
surely not.
I am. What brings you here?
Well, I don't know when you left there, but when we were there, all they wanted to do was train up and be a warrior, fight. We love music. Music is our passion, so a group of us, we got together and we left. Sadly, our ship wrecked and we ended up here. But this is a nice place.
It is. But watch out for the wildlife.
We have learned that quite harshly.
Yes, as have we.
And unfortunately, we're actually missing our lead lute player who disappeared a couple days ago looking for food, as food has become more scarce lately.
I have some meat if you would like. I can't feed everybody here, but I have some meat in my backpack if you would like some.
Oh, really?
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see me just start shaking my head.
Oh,
Just-
no. No.
yeah.
I feel like I'm quite full.
Okay, but just
And I'll nod. That was the right decision. Yep.
it's
How long has he been missing?
Well, he left for the coast a couple days ago to find more food and hasn't returned. He's
Coast.
never been a problem before. He's one of our best. But,
He just came from the coast.
okay. Did you see him?
We were not looking for him.
He's about yay tall, and he stands up and puts his dark fur, horns.
So, DM, did we see any signs of anything as we were coming this way?
No.
Okay. Well, he may have taken a different route than what we took on our way from the shore.
Yes, it's hard for us to play our music without our lead lute player. We have Gether over there. He plays drums, and I sing, as you can tell, with my wonderful voice. And Freza plays the harp, and Gagmaster Carnish the Third, he plays the flute. We just call him Third.
Well,
Excellent.
maybe in the morning we can take a look.
I would be so grateful if you could take a look. We're just concerned. There's not many of us here.
I'm gonna look around. How many of them do we see, or can we take a count of real quick?
Just kind of looking around. It looks like there's about 20 of them, so not a huge amount.
I take it you haven't found very good reception to some of the places you've been around here.
When we travel to Breckensfjord, there seems to be no problem. There's a bit of racial tensions there. Going with the past history of our kind, that's to be expected from dwarves, but they've
Dark
been...
days, those were.
They were, brother, they were.
Mm.
But they've been cordial, as best that a dwarf can.
Good.
Well, I will tell you this. Portstown.
Mm.
They have taken a very huge turn when it comes to other races.
Really,
When I got there, this one was all but the talk of the town. Nobody liked him. Nobody wanted him there. But now, a new mayor's in town. These gentlemen helped him out. It's a whole new tune down there.
I've always heard such terrifying tales there. We would love to play a set there as traveling musicians.
Things have changed in Port Town, and now I think you would all be well received then.
That would be great news. Even more important. Well, maybe Khan will come back tonight.
Well, maybe. Hopefully he fares well. That is a long time to be away you're by yourself.
Especially out here, as you may know.
Oh, we do.
Definitely do.
Well, shall we eat some more? And he looks at Zoromir. I mean, pretty stuffed. Maybe some ale.
Ale sounds good to me.
And he takes a big drink of his mug. So tell me, adventurers, where have you been? What leads you out here?
We're on our way to Breckensfjord as well.
Ah,
Like you, we've come under some attack and just lost one of our compatriots.
I am so sorry.
Definitely no. We have lost 2 in the last month.
My condolences. Losing a bandmate is hard.
It still affects us greatly, but this sadly this is not our first companion we have lost, but she has been with us for quite some time.
If anything, it gives us further motivation to keep pushing forward and not let their memory be wasted in vain.
Must be hard.
Tell me, Blaylock, do you know the tale of Jacko the Shadows? I have not heard that tune in quite some time.
I think we remember that one. Gether? Fraser? Third? They all grab their instruments and begin playing, and he starts singing the song, and it's soothing to you, Grayson and Zoromir. It sounds awful.
I'll start tapping my foot in tune. My hoof.
It's very deep and guttural, and
This is beautiful.
I'll give a concerned glance over to Grayson, seeing if he's enjoying it.
I'm just drinking.
I'm gonna start looking around, see if there's a drink that I can start downing to help ease the pain of the music.
You can see a barrel where they've been getting the ale from, so you can continue getting ale. The ale's not good, but it's something.
Is it better than the music?
Debatable.
I'm gonna look for an empty glass and pour myself out of a pint.
Okay, so you pour some more in, take a drink. The singing goes on for hours. Anybody want to do anything before you rest?
I'm gonna go up to one of the bandmates.
Okay.
And give them 2 gold. My companion that came in with us, Blaylock, he said he's been dying to learn an instrument. I would love it if you could have a go at teaching him how to play this wonderful instrument of sound.
Keep going.
So
That
third
thing.
Third looks at you. Sure. I'll be happy to show him how to play.
Nothing would bring me greater joy.
Sure. I'd be happy. Show him how to play.
All right, you said that. And I'll point him in the direction of where Blaylock is.
And he gets up and walks over there, and Blaylock, he shoves the flute like in your mouth. Blow!
I never had an aptitude
No!
for this.
You need some
could-
practice.
Yes, thank you. Do musical instruments, are those kind of tools?
Not really.
Okay, I don't know what they're classified as. So
I think they're
mean,
just
'cause I
musical instruments because there's like a whole
They are?
subset of playing those. Yeah.
I was like, well, I guess I could try and if they count as a tool, I could probably figure it out.
You can do a performance check if you want to give it a go.
Yeah, let's do a performance check.
Okay, roll it up.
Yeah, all right. 1 not natural.
Wow.
That's a -3 for Blaylock on performance.
Oh my goodness.
Zormir, you just start cracking up because this is kind of how you envisioned it going. It sounds awful, but Blaylock's just giving it a go and just blowing into it. There's things coming out of the flute holes that shouldn't be coming out of them. The sound is awful.
In a much needed, lighthearted moment from the previous day's events, I do crack a smile and get a little stomach-filling bit of laughter and look over to find Grayson to see if he's also enjoying this performance.
I'm working on my whip right now.
Yeah, he's just kind of completely tuned out and working on his whip, and you see him from time to time, like his eye twitches, and he's like, and he just
I've been
tries
to
to.
a lot of taverns. You don't quite hear that sound often.
And the night continues and passes into the morning as you all take a long, much needed rest. And it's the next morning. What do you want to do?
Well, fuck, it's wasn't quite expecting to find some of your fellow people around. This is quite interesting.
I am too very surprised to see people not only Minotaurs, but from my tribe and wanderers from the tribe. It is very uncommon for Minotaurs to separate from the tribe.
It seems like they had a good reason. If your tribe is more interested in warriors than other social graces.
They prided themselves on being able to defend and to hunt. But anything of an arcane or of a musical nature, as you see here, they thought as second tier, less important, to the point of castigation. It was not a pleasant time.
Oh, why they might not want to hear this when they are trying to relax and rest.
It was not well received when those of my village discovered that I had an aptitude for the arcane. They tolerated my mother because of who my father was, but as a tribe, they tried so very hard to push me into a more martial route, but I never could get the hang of it. Not very dexterous, as you can see. When I yield a weapon in that form, terrible things happen. I've gotten better, but never was I on par with the least of our tribe in that notion.
I can get behind that sentiment. My older brother and younger sister were always the more well-behaved, better trained. I was considered the black sheep in my family as well. I learned my lessons. I did my studies. But after they disappeared, my sister and I were all that were left. So, we all have to do what we have to do.
Agreed. It was never a pleasant experience to have those around you pushing you down a path where the end is unclear and the journey is more than difficult. I'm glad that what has transpired to bring me here and the time with my mother to help me develop my art of the arcane. I'm glad for that time. But
well, putting this sword together, finding this black tower, hopefully your mother, my parents, and my older brother will definitely have a goal.
This
I look over at Zormir.
seeing my people here gives me hope that my mother may still be alive.
If we were able to find Alberon still alive, I don't know. I just got a feeling we have a shot.
Well,
Hopefully, we have a shot at finding your mother alive, Blaylock.
I fear what she may be going through as a captive, if that is the case.
Was she a strong woman? Or is she a strong woman, I should say?
Is. And yes, she was. She could do fantastical feats that I had never dreamed of, and to this day I still wonder how she was able to accomplish what she did.
Hopefully, she's able to use some of that in her captivity to keep her sane.
I hope so, Zoromir. I hope so.
Whatever has her needs to. We need to be prepared. Because
True.
if they took down three harkers, it's gonna be tough.
Yes. Your sister is captive, correct?
No, my sister's still at the home front.
Oh, okay. So which one of your family is captive?
Oh, my parents and my brother.
Oh, that's right. They disappeared. Let us hope that they're all still there, and we will find them. Preparation is key. I fear we have not seen the inkling of what their captors are capable of.
Well, it's definitely going to take more than the three of us at this point as well.
That hurts me so when you say the three of us.
I understand that, but it is the truth.
It is. Never one to mince words.
There's no point in it. Why beat around the bush?
True. Well, it is morning time. Shall we try and
See
find...
if that guy just came back or...
We're gonna
With your
likely go-
directional sense, I wouldn't see them getting lost, but I assume not all of them have that aptitude.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for Blaylock.
He's out by the fire,
Okay.
and he, as you kind of catch his eye. Hello.
Blaylock, have you seen tale of your missing compatriot?
Unfortunately, Khan has not come back.
Khan. Okay, can you give us some more information as to where he may be?
He was heading north, straight toward the Perminian Ocean, looking for food, a reliable food supply.
Well, we will head north and see if we can find any sign of him.
I would appreciate that.
I'll go back to Grayson and Zormir. Good day, Blaylock.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Anytime,
Yes,
friend.
Thank you. And thank you for playing such wonderful music last night. It brought back good memories.
Once Khan returns, you'll have to stay. Get the full experience.
Definitely. Well, gentlemen, shall we go?
I am going to use survival in the direction that they went, or that he went.
Perfect. That's exactly what I would expect you to do.
Okay, that is 27.
Are you mounted or walking?
Start off walking, I guess.
This is a new day, by the way.
Okay. Do that.
All right,
with the
I'm gonna try and
animal
bond
handling.
with my creature of
Maybe.
ill repute.
Why?
That's a 4 for me.
Awesome.
These guys.
Wow. You're
We're
not using
the
your.
greatest.
You're
I'm
not using.
the flash of genius.
Okay,
I
you
mean, How am I
can.
gonna? How am I? Yeah, I know I can. I just, just give it time.
Okay.
How do you use flash of genius in animal handling? I kick him in the nuts. Hey, love me.
No,
Love me.
you would think about how the creature would react to what you've done already, and
Yeah, I know.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give it time. I'm not one with teaching with the animals, so I'm
I'm
trying
rough
to.
around the edges, so.
Yeah, so I'm trying. I'm trying to figure this out as I go.
Okay. So you move
Apparently
forward.
Zormir's the sensitive one here.
Yeah, I know, right? So you start tracking, and you do pick up tracks, and you begin following them for quite some time. You travel for a couple hours north. Give me another survival check.
19.
Okay. You pick up a new set of tracks, and they seem to be a bit farther apart, like whatever they are is running. And you follow them for a while as the coast begins growing in the distance. And you eventually crest the top of a ridge overlooking the coastal water as the dirt and rock and sand gives way to sand and then into the ocean. Rocks litter the coast all over as you're blasted with fresh sea air again, and you look out into the vastness of the Permian Ocean. In the distance, you see a minotaur, dark brown fur blowing softly by the sea breeze, holding an orb-like object in one hand while he stands atop a large rock on the beach. Around his waist is a large belt with a loincloth that partially uncovers as the wind blows. And in the belt are various greenery that looks like they've been plucked fresh from a garden, hanging down. He's got a small shield resting on his back with a short sword at his hip. And as you are seen off in the distance, he raises a hand to wave to you. And that's where we're going to end tonight. So,
Magics.
what a night. What a night.
Yeah, you can say that
not-
again.
That was very unexpected.
You tell me. Yeah. Thank you all for coming to the showing up for the Christmas episode that probably couldn't have gone any worse outside of a full party wipe on a random encounter.
We were almost there.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
getting close.
Yeah. We will see you next Monday on the 28th. Until then, I hope everyone has happy holidays. Enjoy your Christmas if you're taking time off. Rest, play some video games, get into D&D, all that. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Nemoria would say, peace.